Hi, friends. A lot has changed in Canada and in Canadian immigration over the years, and it's something everybody who's planning to come to Canada must understand before they take the final plunge because Canada is not the same country as it was 5 years ago. 5 years ago, there was a huge manpower shortage in every sector and in every province of Canada, let alone education or healthcare or construction. There were no people to work with in the retail sector. And at that point of time, Justin Trudeau, he embarked upon this very ambitious project to bring in 500,000 permanent residents every year. And if you add to it the number of students and the number of refugees and the number coming as temporary foreign workers, the number was much more. All was so nice because there was a huge manpower shortage and people started coming in and Canadians welcomed them with open arms, and well, the wages were good, houses were priced low, and people who came in at that point of time really managed to settle in deep their roots because they got into jobs even if they were less qualified because there was such manpower shortage, and educational institutions, they sprung up, taken all these students, and well, Canadian economy got so much more money from international students. And even during COVID and otherwise, Canada was such a cash surplus place and it was giving rebates here and subsidies there and so many benefits. All was well until a few years, until the Canadian government realized that all the people who are coming in are coming into the same few cities. Even if they were granted the PNP of, say, Saskatchewan, they would not live there. They would move into the same cities, which were now getting saturated. What the government did not do was put in a law in place that if you get PNP of a particular province, you have to work and contribute to the economy of that province for say 10-20 years. We are people who are used to warmer climates. We will never settle in the northern provinces. We will never settle in the remote southern provinces. We like to live in crowds where all our groceries and everything is a stone throw away. Places that have close proximity to hospitals and airports. So many things about how immigration was done in the past few years makes me think why it was not thought of earlier ahead of time. Because when you are inviting international students to come and study in your country, international students who are coming from developing countries and who are paying a fee many times the fee that a domestic student is paying, you should have thought that when this child is investing so much to study in Canada for a course that is not special, a course that they can study anywhere else in the world, obviously they are investing in that amount of money because they intend to make Canada their forever home, which you did provide to them earlier, right? The student visas were converted into work visas, were converted into permanent residencies. Then how can you just stop midway after the student has invested so much amount of money and tell him that no, I will not give you work visa now, I will not renew your work visa, and there is no way you can become a permanent resident now? When you are calling in international students based on their IELTS score and you are again giving them IELTS classes, you have to think that somewhere something is wrong in your IELTS system. You are giving PR cards without ever meeting a person face to face. I mean, when we took a tourist visa to America, for a tourist visa, there was such a rigorous interview. Here you are giving a PR card without even meeting a person face to face. There are expected to be around 800,000 students whose student permit or work permit will expire by the end of 2025. And as you can see in the news right now, it has become so important to research all undergraduate and postgraduate streams to see if they give a clear path towards permanent residency so that you do not face any uncertainty in the future, because all these problems could have been so easily avoided if the persons who were making these policies had thought of all these things earlier.